Welcome to the Virtuosity Podcast, and this is episode 6, part 2 of Singers Who Shred in Pop, Rock, and Country. Let's get right into it. Be sure to check out a lot of the performances on YouTube at the Virtuosity Podcast, where we've got our playlists, and you can see a lot of video of these performers in this week's show. Also, go to our Patreon page and check out what's going on there with lessons and transcriptions and special content, and become a subscriber there. And without further ado, we'll get into part 2 of Singers Who Shred. So speaking of super chops in country music, our next performer is Marty Stuart.
Now, what's always troubled me about this man. That's always made it difficult for me to appreciate what a great player he is that crazy hair, the 80s hair thing that he does. I was like, you just take a look at him and you're like, I don't know if I can take this guy seriously.
Right? Yeah, he's always had that kind of 70s, 80s.
It's that showbiz 80s hair thing. Like, come on, man. What self-respecting man does this? But anyways.
And it's got that signature scarf always around his neck.
The frilly cravat.
Anyway, so here we're talking about a big, pop country star. But he cut his teeth with bluegrass and was in Johnny Cash's band for like over a decade.
And he came on the scene. He's from Mississippi, right? He came on the scene early when he was young, right? So he comes on the scene like this, child prodigy. Right?
Yeah. He was young and a little bit like Joe Zawinul being in Cannonball Adderley's band before breaking out his own. Marty Stuart was, there in Johnny Cash's band. And speaking of a country star who was always really supportive and conscious of instrumentalists, he had a boss who liked to have some great players in his band.
Well, Johnny Cash is like one of those iconic. He's fomenting an entire group of people to be successful. You know what I mean?
Yes, and so anyway, as a mandolin player, I'd hear occasionally someone say, "Well, boy, that Marty Stuart sure is an incredible mandolin player," and you kind of go, "Yeah."
I know the hair; I can't stand it, right?
But, there's, okay, he's a big pop star, gets out the mandolin and plucks it a little, and everybody goes, oh, my God, he can play the mandolin. So you're a little skeptical. And then you hear a song like this, and you go, oh, my God.
No, he's real deal.
So let's listen to Streamline with Marty Stuart and an Australian guitarist, Tom Emanuel, who's really popular these days, plays a guitar solo on this cut. So let's check it out.